Missing one on team 2, but we got ourselves Beastman or Beatman over for the team 2. We got ourselves DGK, Dreztog the Furious, Single-Minded Warrior, Rav as the Arcane Mage joining back in, and War the DK. We are missing one over for the team 1, but hopefully they'll be able to get in sometime soon. We got Haster on that team, gonna be first up. On that team, we got ourselves Lad Diabolicus Beastman. And Haster get hit with a Stormbolt immediately as Drez trying to see if he can blast him out. A quick fear to follow right after fear by the Shatterplay Spear, but does end up kind of misconnecting it. But man is rooted out, trying to see if he can break out of those tendrils that are just surrounding. They're gotta be a better word. Entangling his feet. There we go. Entangling those big old toe beans. The man is taking a lot of damage right now by Haste. The DPs, the instant damage, maybe in a bit of trouble. Might need to go for as much as he can kill as possible. Got himself that enraged regeneration. Is still in kind of a tight spot. Needs another Stormbolt in order to get himself a proper setup versus Haste. Could be in a bit of trouble overall though. Stun around the corner. Mindflay Insanity has him in execute range. Drez can't really know much about it. There's going to be a Mindbender on him, slapping him around the corner. Does end up taking him down. With DGK gonna be up next as Unholy Death Knight dropping down Death and Decay, spawning in an entire A-bomb around the corner as Haster getting hit with a stun. AMS available for DGK. Trying to see if he can summon up even more pets available. Wait, are you playing the pet build or playing the Apocalypse build? Got himself a big old grip onto Haste. Big grippy hand available, slapping him around. Haster does end up using Disperse, but yet another grip comes out by DGK just to grip him back to him. But Haster survived a lot of these cooldowns, survived a lot of that onslaught from the Unholy Death Knight. Might actually be okay for a bit here. GDK looking to maybe wait until cooldowns are back up, wait until Apocalypse is available, maybe when the A-bomb. Haster wants to get in there, but the Chain of Ice is going to keep slowing him down. Got himself the big Mindflay Insanity, so as long as he can get a couple of those Mindflay charges or Mindflay casts into the Death, that he may be okay. MS up for DDK. Haster trying to see if he can blast him out. Big eruptions over all these pets. Maybe can hit him. He's taking so much damage right now. Needs a lot of healing survivability. Stun onto DDK. Oh, it does. And the break it past the sidekick stun. And is going to be able to slam down Haste as the army of the undeads was able to overpower him. So it looks like you are playing a proper armor build. Why? Last time you used army, you never even summoned a single ghoul. For some reason, I thought you were playing Apocalypse at that point, where you were trying to play like the Dark Bargain version of Apocalypse, which is the disease rather than an army of undeads attacking you. Gonna be a last try to see if you can swing around DDK, summon up a big old A-bomb to follow. Does he have enough damage here though? AMS available. This is going to go for a bit of a trinket. Last try to see if we can just rip right through DDK's defenses. He has him on ropes, no health left, and this is going to let them bleed out little by little. With Rob going to be up next, has to fight through. Next three going to be immediate, not trinket, blink. Actually, not even running trinket. Rob just playing no trinkets at all? Are you just all damage for this one? Well, we're going to be full. Big defensive variable for last as he gets himself immunity. Fracture onto the Mage. Does end up missing the Soul Blast. Oh my god, what was that by Rob? I'm sorry. He has a big Demon Hunter had the big old Soul Carve on the man, but then Rob just blasted him out. Also, what is this weapon you got? Why is that an offhand? Why is it sitting on your waist like that? What is happening? Beastie is actually getting blasted out by Arcane barrages as Rob does pick up the eye, just trying to see if he can say as productive a practice as possible. He's going to have himself blink out of those stuns and just try to see if he can control Beastman as best as possible. Beastie taking quite a bit of damage, got himself Shadow Blades, but he can't get in there versus the Mage, and he's going to get blasted out entirely. While Touch of the Magi is upon him. Not much you can really do about it right now. Rav just got himself a little bit of mana he's trying to spend, maybe to get himself missiles, does get interrupted and juking it out. BC with the Cloak of Shadows, does he have any outs? So this one, Cloak of Shadows, the only thing he's really got is a last ditch defensive. Rav still holding onto an Ice Block in case he needs to. Nova onto Beastly, got himself the full Radiant Spark, that's himself the big go. Arcane Blast is going to be brutal. Big barrage, missiles to follow. Is that enough though? Cheat down by Beastly, trying to see if he can line aside him into a breath. Does get more missiles and then onto the root, and then maybe another. Oh, barrage execute. Taking him out as he's trying to go for a bit of that shooting power before Diabolicals can get all his pets on him. Rob is going to have to be very, very careful. Really, really careful. Because with those pets, that's always an Axos available. Also, could potentially go for, I don't know if Diabolicals, I don't think he's playing an Interrupt. I don't think he's playing the Fellhound to Interrupt. But the Tyrant and all his pets and Morticals and everything, that could still be very deadly. I wonder if that's going to be the play for Roth, is to maybe take down the pets of Diabolicus, like really work down the Felguard for quite a bit. Does go for a proper interrupt with a breath to follow. Gonna be Arcane Surge while he's on the move, just scooting around. Still needs to go for another Arcane Surge. I think he was trying to go for Arcane Surge, and then he went behind the pillar right as he finished that cast and never really got the full value of it. But I do wonder if hopefully he's playing the proper Ice Block that gives you a heal. Because if you're not, that could be pretty big trouble. May want to go for an Ice Block here. That is a lot of pets available. Does have himself Ultra Time, so he's actually okay. Nova on all these pets, taking a lot of damage, but he's going to at least be able to get away from these pets for just a second. Does use his Dark Iron Racial in order to remove any kind of dots, any kind of effects off of himself. Yet none Nova on these pets. They're still giving him a lot of grief though. These pets are still giving him a lot of hurt. May decide to go for an Ice Block. Is got himself that full recovery while blocked. At least he's also playing the shifting power ability, so he could get the cooldown reduction for Ice Block back a little bit quicker. But for now, it's going to be kind of a rough one for the Arcane Mage. Got himself shifting, but Axe tosses for the pet. It's just not going to let you do anything. Breath to follow onto Diabolicals. Now starting to go for a poly. You may decide to go for a poly and just blast out his pet. He may actually just have to separate the Warlock from the pet if you can. Ultra Time available for off. I think at least Ultra Time available. Got him some big blast from Diabolicus. Maybe can spell steal the spell reflect. It's gonna go for more and more missiles around the corner. Diabolicus could maybe be in trouble. Try to see if he can play defensive here. Rob just trying to see if he can blast him out entirely. Missiles around the corner. Steal blasted the guy out with a stun onto Roth. Doesn't sit that long at all. Actually, big damage on Diabolicus. Maybe could make something happen. Axe toss. I think it's over. Yeah, it's rough. That is rough, man. That is rough. I think, I don't know, maybe would a trinket would have even helped there? I don't even think so. I don't think so. Just Demonology Warlocks 1 or super tanky 2. They got a lot of that utility with the pets. Like even if you lock him down, the pets are just gonna hard counter. It is kind of a hard counter, isn't it? Demonology Warlock is just, it's rough, man. Stunned by Warther DK, trying to see if he can fight through the Demonology himself. Tyrant is going to be joining in, but actually so almost got the stun before the Tyrant joined in. AMS not going to sit long for Warther as DK. Does not really have a good line of sight. Needs to maybe interrupt the pet, the Tyrant potentially. I think he did go interrupt on the Tyrant. I think he's trying to see if he can kill the Tyrant. Just fire right through, but it's going to be even more demons coalescing around. Darkback doesn't have a lot of health to work with. Can't really heal right now. And I think Diabolicus is going to be able to take him here. With Beatman going to be the last one left. Yeah, it's a rough one. It's just rough. Because, like, I guess the Warlock, do you sit and hit the Warlock while controlling the pet? Or do you kill the pet and then slay the Warlock? I think the easiest plan is maybe to slay the pet and then go after the Warlock. But it's like, while you're walking down the pet, the Warlock can just take you out. Because that Warlock is, look at that. Or just play Enhanced Shaman. Or you're playing Enhanced Shaman and blast through all these defenses. That could work too. Well done. Diabolicus got 2. Raph got 2. Well done, boys. Let's go. I like it. I like it. And Blanchy, we actually got a spot for you, my guy, if you want to join in. We got a spot waiting for you, my man. Raph almost had him, dude.